Good evening.
Yeah.
Yeah. What's happening, people?
What's up?
What's going on, guys?
Just hanging.
Welcome in, everybody.
Welcome.
So I know it says the last Tuesday night drone talk, and it is the last Tuesday night drone talk, but
Boo.
Ooh.
it's not the last live stream.
Oh.
I am moving to Sundays at 7 p.m. I've decided to change the day up. There's other people on, and to be honest with you, I really don't feel like going up against others. I'll let them have their time, and I'd rather pick a time where I'm up on where nobody else is. So
Makes sense.
I've decided to move to Sundays at 7 p.m. As you guys know, Mikey, Philly Drone Life, has decided to kick back on Tuesday nights. So, yeah, I'm just going to give him some space and let him do his thing, and I just figured it'd be better off. What the hell is that supposed to? What are you doing? What's so funny?
Oh, I'm adjusting my earpiece.
I know. Well, but yeah, I just figured whatever. Laura,
Yep.
I don't know what time that is for you. I don't. How far are you behind me? I'm not sure. Yeah, no, David, you're not the first person to mention that. Holy shit, my mouse is going ape shit. Oh, actually, speaking of the devil, I was just getting ready to answer that question that AZ Drone Dude just put, and speaking of, he just popped in.
Oh,
Hello, Bill.
hey, Billy.
Hello. How are you?
Well, what's up?
Hey,
What's
is it
happening?
Tuesday night? Are we on?
It is Tuesday
Hey,
night.
Max.
We
Hey,
are on.
Art.
And we're
Hey,
live.
Matt.
And we're live. What?
Yeah.
Somebody was talking about me?
I've had a few people mention something to me because they think because me and you are on the same time schedule, but others aren't. They're behind. So when I said 7 p.m., I meant 7 p.m. Eastern Standard
Eastern.
Time.
Sure.
And Bill doesn't go on until 10 o'clock Eastern Standard. So I'll be on a few hours, and I'm only going to go an hour anyways, most likely. Or at least that's what we say we're going to do, and it usually ends up going longer. So
Mhm.
Well, that's okay because our shows aren't the same thing anyway. You do drones, right? I just do shit. So it works. It works
well,
out.
we do shit here
Just
too.
swirl.
We do whatever the hell pops up. Whatever somebody starts talking about.
Yeah.
But it's all good. Laura wants to know what time that would be for her. 7 p.m. Eastern. What time is that for Laura?
1 in the morning,
We're-
1 in the morning.
right? 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Yeah, 1 in the wait. 8. I got to use fingers. 9, 10, 11, 12. No, 12 a.m.
Mm.
5 hours.
12 a.m. Okay. 12
Yeah.
a.m. Michael,
Yeah.
What's up?
Hey, Michael.
what's happening,
What's
buddy?
up, boys?
Yeah,
How you
so
guys
I,
been doing?
I had a few people message me and wonder why I was going off doing live streams, and I'm not. I put the last Tuesday night drone talk, and I probably should have put the last one on Tuesday nights, but oh well, that's okay. So Sundays it is 7 p.m. That will warm up the crowd for Bill.
Oh, don't put pressure on me like that. I don't,
Well, you get a good following.
You send me your sloppy seconds. It's all right, though. We got all the same friends, so it's okay. It's all
It is,
good. All
pretty
good in the
much.
hood.
Mhm.
Hi, Mikey. Hi,
What's up,
hi,
Uncle Bill?
Mikey and Maxie and Artsy. I know all these guys, too. They're all pretty
Yeah.
nice to me, usually. Pretty
Yeah,
nice.
I'm okay.
Brought in the good crowd.
All right. Sometimes.
You
So how's
know,
everybody
it's
doing?
hard. Art's abusive.
Doing good, Matty. How you doing, bro?
Hanging
I
in there,
tried to
getting
be.
better. Getting better every day. One day at a
Good.
time.
Now my back is acting up.
Is it?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I think I messed it up fishing Saturday because I was sitting on a big boulder and I was sort of turned this way when I'm fishing. So I think I strained the muscle.
Mm-hmm.
It
What
wasn't
happens
because,
is doing something crazy. Something
it wasn't
stupid.
because the fish weighed more than you did? I saw what you were catching, but
Yeah,
it's
it was a
used-
big guy. Yeah, it was
Yeah.
nice size. Yeah.
yeah. Well, pull the boulder out. You'll be all right.
Yeah, but it was Just perfect height for sitting.
Yeah. What do you got going on in the background there, Max?
It's some drone footage.
Is that
That
the drone
track.
footage that I was going to play?
You might see it. That's farther down. I mean, maybe, but it is in this clip. It's an hour and a half of drifting.
Well, I don't have to play it now. Everybody's fucking watching it.
Well, this one's already uploaded, so it took what 9 hours to produce and 8 hours to upload, and it's at I think 4 hours after uploading, and it's only at 1080p.
Oh, that sucks.
But I flew for 2 days straight, so it's like an hour and a half of straight drifting.
That's good stuff, man. Do we have any drift race courses down here, Bill? Do you know?
I don't
Oh
know.
yeah,
I don't think
there's
we
a
do.
there's a bunch in Florida for sure. Yeah.
Down here?
Or you just go in Miami. You can chase the illegal ones.
Yeah, that's true.
It's
Yeah,
I'd love to
crazy,
do
man.
I've seen drifting, but I don't know about a track. Seen it right
true.
in front of me, and But I guess we'd have to look. I'm sure there is.
I'd have to, yeah, I want to look because I'd love to do that. The question is trying to get the owners of the track to let you. Now, I know
Dude,
you're
so
friends.
it's
You're friends
so
with
easy. All you got to do is ask the media guy. That's all you got to do. And I'm sure there's drone people already at the track you're going to ask. Guaranteed.
Yeah,
Cool.
that would be fun to do.
They
will.
want you to come because they want the just exposure,
Freedom
long-
Factory.
That's the only thing about like our head media guy is he wants you to post it. He doesn't want you
okay.
coming to the track and just chasing cars. He wants you to, post something on a social media page.
Yeah. Oh,
Gets
well,
more people to the track,
I'll
Yeah.
give it a try. I'll try and
Why
find
would
one.
he say no to that? Free advertise, free
Yeah, yep. Hmm.
advertising.
So you're gonna try TikTok, Matty?
Oh, hell no.
I should because I see a lot of bad TikToks of drifting, and they get so many views, man. It's crazy.
I'm good.
But nah,
I'm not that.
I only have a couple social media platforms, and that's enough for me.
I have a
much.
TikTok account. I just don't use it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
same
only
here.
reason
sure.
The only time I use it is to spy on my daughters. That's it.
That's okay. And then you get sucked into the videos, and you're there for like 2 hours. Get sucked in the hole.
You know what? These fuckers are gonna make me change the title to this freaking live stream. I'm gonna change it. Damn it! It's not the last one, Gary. It's just the last one on Tuesday night.
Yeah, last
I'm
one
gonna-
Tuesday night.
I'm moving to Sundays. It
For
makes
now.
sense. It says the last Tuesday night drone talk, so it is, right? It's not the
Mhm.
last one altogether. It's just the last one on Tuesday nights.
Right.
Did I put that in wrong? Did I title that wrong?
I don't know how many one of those Sunday ones I'm going to be able to do. 'Cause usually out Sunday I'm flying. So, it doesn't get dark until 8:30 usually. So.
That's why I put it later on in the day. Now, that was my only time that I could think of to do that is not going to interfere with anybody else, unless you can.
Mhm.
I don't know what
Yeah.
else. I don't know when else to go. Unfortunately, every day during the week, there's somebody on every fucking day at night.
Yep.
Yeah.
Hey,
Yep.
A lot of spots are filled now.
Mhm.
and I don't want to. I don't like bumping heads with people, man. Mike stopped going live on Tuesdays, and I told him I was going to take the Tuesday night, and he
Yeah,
decided
you've been
to
doing
move to
Tuesday
Saturdays.
forever.
Yeah, and he decided to move to Saturdays.
And now he's back on Tuesday again.
Now he wants back on Tuesday nights, and instead of just going up against him, I figured, you know what, screw it, I'll just switch another day, and then let him have his time slot back. I know,
You mean Mike's on right now? I'll see you guys later. I'm gonna.
yep, he is. He is.
Yeah,
I know.
see
I
ya.
know. YouTube is. It's a free platform, and you can do whatever you want. You can go whenever you want. But I'm not the type of person that likes to bump heads with people, so that's why I changed it. And it's not about the views either. I love that you guys are in here, and I love everybody that supports me. But
We're here, man. You don't need to leave.
I could give two shits about the numbers.
Yeah, do it. Sunday's good, Matt. Right before our show, it's fine.
Yeah, and the Sunday night quadcast, the Strictly FPV is only every other Sunday.
Right.
So I may do every Sunday, or I might.
You
do
should go
Sunday-
against those guys. Bump heads with those guys, because I never really watch them.
Oh, I got.
Come on, Mike. Smile, laugh a little.
Yeah. Oh, those guys is on Sundays at 5:00, right? Yeah. So,
Yeah.
Okay. Now I have to. I got an email. I got to email Lon the link because he said the link's not working. We're gonna bring Mr. Abrasive on here.
Johnny says he's going to have
Oh,
to charge
no.
you to change the guide.
I saw that. Hey, whatever. I don't care. But so there's a lot of shit going on right now with the whole Mini 3 situation. Anybody on the panel gonna buy one besides me, possibly? What do you think, Bill?
I'm not getting one.
Did you order one?
Who?
Nope.
You?
Me?
Yeah.
No. I may buy it when it's local. We'll see at that point. I got other
$50.
things to worry about right now. I got two good drones that I enjoy flying that I hardly ever get a chance to fly already. I got more than two drones, but I mean I've got the Air 2S and the Mini 2 when I want to put something up like that, and I'm happy with them. I mean that doesn't mean I'm really intrigued by the Mini 3. I mean, really, the way people are talking, I don't need either one of those drones if I have that one.
Mhm.
But we'll see. We'll see when it's local.
Yeah.
And
Just
not a
Just
big
wait
rush.
for it to show up on the police auction website.
Mm-hmm.
That's
wait,
it.
now.
Do what Art does.
I'll be retired by then. No, I'm thinking about when it shows up in Best Buy. Probably.
Best Buy? Yeah.
Yeah. Well, Best Buy bought the other two. It's Best Buy. I like buying things locally. Especially since there's no tax benefit anymore. Now in Florida, they have to charge for tax when they ship it to you. So there's no advantage to getting it shipped to you.
Hey, Lawrence, what's up?
Because that was a nice chunk of savings back before they started taxing. But you spend $1,300.
Yeah.
It's like $90. But not anymore.
Mm-hmm.
And actually, right now is a bad time because I pay for my homeowner's insurance. I write a check because I don't have a primary mortgage.
Yeah.
So I got a big check this month and other bills. In fact, my anniversary is shit. I was supposed to go buy a present today. My anniversary is tomorrow.
Happy anniversary.
Wow.
I'll stop somewhere on the way home.
Mr.
Hey,
Abrasive.
it's Mr. Abrasive.
Mr. Lonnie Boy.
What's up, Lon?
I was
Well, this is my last,
dude.
my last Tuesday night show. So I figured what better than to bring Mikey Philly Drone Life's Saturday night co-host on the show than I did it on
What's up?
purpose. I had to.
Not because you want to see Lon, but because you want to. That's not right.
Hey, we love
Yeah, I know, right?
It was just
It's
in
like
town.
somebody that dates you, somebody that hates ex-girlfriend or something. You know what I mean?
He's making her
It's like
jealous.
that dude.
Make sure,
Ex-girlfriend.
you're on
Rebound.
Maddie's show.
What's going on, man? How was your trip to Florida?
Pretty good, pretty good. Hey, bear with me here. I'm still tweaking. Here we are. I'm tearing up my earplugs.
Tweaking.
You
Smoke meth?
No. There we go. Now I'm good. Yeah, the trip to Tampa was good, man. It was good.
You guys did a lot of flying.
Yeah, nonstop, bro. I had about 160 gigs of footage over the weekend.
Damn.
Oh, wow.
That's a lot.
I filled a 128 gig card in about half of a second one. About a third of a second one. So,
Did you guys do any jobs while you were down, or was
oh
it
yeah,
just-
that's all, dude. I got off the plane, and then we ran around that evening, and we went and had dinner and stuff, which was cool. And then Saturday morning, about 10 a.m. till about 11 o'clock at night, we were running around. I didn't see my hotel room. Until
Wow.
I maybe spent 4 or 5 hours in my hotel room every night. And that was about it. Sunday he picked me up at 10 and he dropped me off at the airport. I never saw I never saw my hotel room again.
Wow, that much work, huh? Was it worked for him, right? Under
Yeah.
I see he's using his Mini 3. Is he using his
Yeah.
Mini 3 for that work?
He's done a few jobs with his Mini 3. He's pretty happy with that thing.
Yeah.
He's done a
How do
180, dude.
How do you feel
He's done
about
a
it?
180.
Because I know you got to fly it.
I haven't changed my position. I have a Mavic 3. I have no use for any other drone.
What'd you
Yeah.
think about it though?
Yeah.
Like, what do you think about its purpose and
Oh,
how
it's nice. It flies well. The footage is awesome for a Mini. You got to keep
is
saying
nice.
that though, Yeah, for a Mini. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? I got
It
a
is.
supermodel at home. I don't give a shit about whiskey pigs. You know what I mean? And lounge lizards. I have no, you know what I mean? I don't get that. Yeah, you guys go. You drone collectors go, boy. You know what I mean? But if I had an Air 2S, a Mavic 3, even a Mavic 2 Pro, and I lived in the United States, and I don't give a shit about compact, and
Yeah.
small.
Yep.
I don't see the point, man. I
Right.
don't see the point. Everybody's like, "What? I go get
Exactly.
it." All right, you go,
Well,
man.
I'm gonna
If
end
you're
up
happy-
doing it. I'm gonna end up
Go
doing
ahead.
it, but it'll be a little while before I do. But it's gonna end up going in my FPV backpack, and then, I'll have a backup to the Air 2S. I wouldn't mind having a second drone, and a backup to the Air 2S is good, because the second drone I have now, which is the Femi, is a piece of shit. So
Shit, but yeah, if I want to back up, I'm gonna buy another Mac 3.
now a
You know what
Mavic 3, I wouldn't mind buying. I really wouldn't.
I'm just saying.
It's just
If I
that's-
was you, I'd buy another Air 2S.
Yeah, that's a Mavic 3 I would love to own. It's just deep. It's a deep one. That'd be tough to spend the money on. It really would.
Oh, I understand. Yeah, I'm just saying. I wouldn't
know.
go down for my second drone. I would go down. The Mini 3 is not as good as the Air 2S.
No, that is for sure. That I know.
Yeah, that's something I've been looking for. Can't get somebody down far enough. The Air 2S.
Yeah.
I wouldn't go down for a drone either. Hey, Lon, let me ask you, because you fly a powerful drone. You're not ever, probably almost never worried about weather and whatever, wind and whatever. How did you feel about the power of that thing? I mean, did you feel like it was, I don't know, how did you feel about the characteristics and whether it would handle
I didn't fly it that much.
a
because I wasn't
surprise
that-
amount of wind?
Right. But I was watching him fly it in high wind, and it seemed fine. You know what I mean? I didn't fly it that much because I have no interest. He goes, "Oh, fly it." I'm like, why? Why? It's a drone, bro. I know how drones fly. I'm
Yeah, I
sorry,
get that all the time too.
Yeah, dude. It's like,
It's like,
nah,
I'm good.
you own a Camaro, and the guy pulls up in a Mustang, goes, "Well, check out my Mustang." I'm like, "It's a car, dude." You know what I mean? Or you got a 2016 Camaro, and he pulls up in a 2018 Camaro, and he goes, "Check it out." I'm like, "Yeah, it's 4 wheels and engine, sure." But
Well,
Hey, Lon, did Ken show you that the Blackhawk 2 Pro?
oh
Did you
yeah,
get
I
to
was
see it?
fiddling around with those two. Yeah, they you mean the shit, he'll just get pissed at me if he sees this, but you mean the Zeno Mini
The
Pro
Zenos.
and the Zeno and the Ace
And
the
the
Hudson
Hudson
Ace.
Ace. Exactly.
Or
what it
Basically
is.
should
the
I say
same
or
drone.
Should I say the Mavic Air?
Mhm.
Or should I say the Mavic Air?
That's all it is a rebranded Hubsan. And
Yeah.
Hubsan has always had a knack for ripping off other drones. It's exactly what they do. So they come out with a Hubsan Zeno Mini, which is essentially a Mini 2 with obstacle avoidance that didn't do worth a shit. And then they come out with the Ace, which is a Mavic Air clone. It's exactly what it is.
Right.
So this Exo drone company decides that they want to put their branding on it. I guess they've got the U.S. base now for Hubsan, and that's all it is. It's fucking Hubsan drones, but maybe I guess with different firmware. I don't.
Yeah, apparently they tweaked the firmware and stuff like that.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's even true. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's hard to say because that guy, he's a little bit of a shyster. The guy that runs that company.
I saw
and
that
CEO.
interview.
Dude, I don't know if I can believe anything he says.
telling everybody
You know what
that
I mean?
they're up on par with DJI and Autel. Their drones are on par with DJI and Autel. That right there just kind of thinks their
Come
shit.
on, bro.
Come on.
You know,
I mean,
the guy that was the CEO for 5 minutes of Autel, that guy.
Yeah,
He came
Randall.
on and he was very honest about Autel and what their shortcomings were and what they needed to improve. He was very humble. And he came on and he laid it out like it is. And you get this kid comes out there and he sounds like he's selling you a used Hyundai or something. You know what I mean? I mean, for real, it's like he's selling you a used car or something. It's like, what's the best car ever? Only driven on weekends by a little old lady to church.
I don't know if
And
anybody
oil
saw
change every
that.
500 miles.
If nobody saw that interview, it's over on Alien Drones. It's an interview with the CEO of EXO. Kid's like
Yeah,
21
that's
years
it.
old or some shit.
Well, he's trying to sell a product. He sounds like a
he's
salesman.
definitely, he's definitely trying to sell a product. Yeah.
I mean, he's not going to put that story past experienced people that have owned these products, but
Right.
he may convince somebody new. But I tell you the truth, what is the draw at that price? I mean,
That's great.
that price is like it's near when you get it with their 3 batteries in the bag. I mean, it's like $150 less than an Air 2S. And it's and it's nowhere near an Air 2S. I mean, I've seen fairly positive reviews on it. That still were honest, and they said it's got a gimbal problem. What a surprise! A Hubsan with a gimbal problem, and but that pricing, I just said, yeah, but now they're doing the in between market, in between the toy and this, but they're not. They're priced up there nearly the same. I mean, it's more than a Mini 3.
Yeah.
You know,
That Black Hawk 2 with batteries and all, you're damn near over $1,000, and I just don't see it. And on top of that, they're trying to get 100.
Pro?
Yeah, the 2 Pro. They're $149 for a battery for that Black Hawk 2 Pro.
Right, with 3 batteries in a bag is $1,069, I think.
And
Something
it only shoots 4K 30, which a lot of people are not. They're going to want that 60 frames per second, I think.
Mhm,
So
for sure.
I don't know. I just don't know if it's. I don't know if it's going to do very well. Now,
No, that piece was as good as an Air 2S, and you can get it for $1,069. Hey, that's a good deal,
Mhm.
but it's not. It's just not.
Well, I keep saying it. The company is going to beat DJI. Is going to come out with as good a product for a lower price.
Exactly.
That's it. That's
And
it. That's the formula. I
we
give
all-
you the secret. You can't keep coming out with inferior products with higher prices and thinking you're going to beat DJI.
Very true.
Hubsan, Fimi. What the fuck?
Mhm.
I mean, are you out of your mind? You come out with an inferior product and you charge more for it. Oh,
Right.
that's a winning. That's a winner.
Good night, Laura.
This is crazy.
Good night, Laura.
That's where I think that's where they fucked up most, is putting that price point where it's at. I mean, if they would have started a little bit lower to get people involved in buying the product, because at that point, I don't think they're going to sell it. If you're smart enough and you know anything about drones, whether it's DJI, Autel, or whatever, nobody's going to fucking buy it.
No.
And that's not going to do well for them. Now, people that are just getting into the hobby, now Exo drones, like, they're all over Facebook. They're marketing all over the place. And I did see that they sent these drones to everybody and their grandmother. There are people on YouTube that are reviewing them that don't even fly drones. They're just camera guys. And they sent them to everybody.
Yeah.
I'll
You
give
think
credit for that.
you think Kevin O'Leary's involved with them as an investor
I don't know. The Shark
from,
Tank?
from Shark Tank?
I don't know. I'm not sure.
Yeah, you can't say they're not marketing. They're marketing their ass off. So I mean,
Oh, they are.
credit
Yeah.
for that, I
Mhm.
guess. They're doing plenty of marketing. They're all over the place, and
They need to be. They need that level of drone. They need to be $200 less, at least, to sell that drone to the actual
More.
drone community.
Yeah.
I agree.
Yeah.
to break into the market, you can't come in the market high with an inferior product. That's
And against
Marketing
DJI too
101.
on top of it. Prices like DJI almost.
stupid. This is stupid. It's what all the Japanese companies. I'm old enough to remember when the Japanese companies started really hitting the American market. Guess how they splashed in? They had a superior product at a lower price.
Yeah.
You know, that's how they broke into the American market. And the Korean car makers, how they come into the market. You used to be able to buy a Kia Rio, buy one, get one free. You know, back in the day. Remember that, Bill? Buy one, get one free. That's how they
Matt,
broke
I'm
into the
going to
market.
let Joe jump in, so I'll jump out and
That's
just watch in the chat.
no problem,
guys.
man. I appreciate that.
Later,
Take
Art.
care, Art.
They are
Yeah, I don't
You
know
know?
what they're. I don't
It's
know.
out of their
I wish them
mind.
luck. I wish them luck. I really do. And I mean, unless they bring the price points down, I don't think they've got a chance. Unfortunately, it is what it is.
benefit of the doubt, but they're claiming to have tweaked the firmware. I don't see any evidence of that, though. At first, I went along with it. I'm like, oh, okay, it's their firmware, it's their app. You know what I mean? Yada yada. I'm like, oh, that's cool. You know, that's kind of cool. But then on the other hand, you know, everything else they says is bullshit. So now I'm starting to go. Maybe had Hubson just put a different skin on their app. You know what I mean? They put an Exo skin on the Hubson app, and they're calling it the Exo app.
Well, yeah, it is. It is
You know what I mean?
exactly the Hubson app, and it just says EXO in the corner. That's all it is. Because trust me, I have a Hubson, and I know the app, and it's exactly what it is. It is the Hubson app to a T.
Right? Because they're like, we got our own app, we got our own firmware, we got our own this. We handpicked the motors. We got an old fashioned from the CEO's wife while we were waiting for our drones to be made. You know what I mean?
That's another thing. That's another thing that the owner said. The owner said that. He said that Hubson designed these drones for them, for EXO.
Yeah.
And I don't see how that's
years
possible
ago.
because Hubson had these drones out before EXO even came into the picture with these. So I don't see how that was possible.
Well, I mean, some companies.
Native American. You know what? Any Native Americans out there? you know, Chinese
some-
man speak with forked tongue. You know, the fuck out of
Sure,
your mind.
there's a lot of companies out there that do that. I mean, they'll say, "Well, we want a drone that does this, 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 and this. These are the parameters. This is what we want," and then they'll design the drone to meet the requirements of what that particular company is selling, and then they sell it as if it's their own product. You know, I bought a scooter, different product, but anyway, it was a really good one. It was a couple grand. It was genuine Rough House. It was called, but it was really made in. It was made by PGO, which is a good company. It was Taiwan, not China, but Taiwan, and they did a little better product. But they designed it, or they designed it by saying we want this, 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 and this, and it's basically a rebranded PGO. But it was a good product. I mean, which is the difference here, because so far they're not showing us a good product.
What's up, Joe?
Joe.
What's going on? What's going
Joe,
on?
what's happening, bro?
Yo,
From what I saw, it looked like now the EXO Blackhawk 2 Pro looked like it flew well. I've never seen the Hubson Ace fly though, so I don't know comparing that. But the EXO Mini flew exactly like the Hubson Mini did, like shit. It looks like it flew like shit. The gimbal was all fucked up, and it wasn't perfectly stable, and it seemed exactly the same. Now, if you look at their controllers, it actually says Hubson on the top of the controller.
Right.
It's actually branded on there.
Right. I don't think they're pretending that it's not made by Hubson. You know,
No.
but you know what it reminds me of? Remember the Chinese companies started coming in the country when they were using old Honda designs.
Yeah.
The old Chinese motorcycles were hitting the country, and they were using old Honda designs. It's basically just rebranded Hondas.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And that's what it kind of feels like. They're kind of just sliding in with some old Hubson designs, and Hubson's using old DJI designs, so it's like the caterpillar from that stupid movie.
Just trickles
You know?
down.
Yeah, it's like they're eating each other's shit. Centipede, that's the movie.
Centipede, yeah.
Yeah, Centipede, yeah. That's what it's like, dude. It's like DJI's the head, and then it shits out something, and then Hubson eats that shit, and then they shit out something, and EXO has that. It's like, Jesus Christ, fellas.
Some
That
good
was an
stuff.
original idea. You know, at least
Who's
Altel came
buying
out with a couple original ideas, kind of.
no, I think they're also hoping they're banking on some people wanting to buy American. You know, like when I bought that
Yeah.
scooter, that was an American company, Genuine Scooter. They're out of Chicago, by the way, Mike. But they didn't make any part of it I mean, at all, you know. But they picked a good company, a company that would actually make engines and parts and even scooters for. What's that Italian scooter?
Vespa?
Yeah, they actually made a Vespa for a period of to one of their models for a period of time. So it was a good company, you know. But they didn't spend $7,000, $8,000, $9,000 for a 50cc scooter like a Vespa. You know, you spend $2,000. You know. But anyway, I don't know.
Exo's claiming to be American brand, but the drones are not American brand.
Not even a little.
Right.
You know, not even not even. You know, not even put together here like some of the other companies. They got to be put together here, or at least or assembled here, and X amount of the product, maybe the shell, whatever, can be produced here. But they're not even any of that. It's just make this for me. Okay, I'm an American product, and they're handing it to you.
Right,
Well, a
well,
lot
they're
of
using
this
the
stuff-
Altel scheme.
Exactly.
Altel
We're from
scheme.
America, but we're not. Exactly. That's
Yeah,
exactly
it's the
it.
Altel scheme. Nothing
Altel
from
likes-
Altel drones made in the United States either.
Yep.
They claim to be an American company. I mean, because
American
they have
store.
headquarters here. Yeah.
They have
They're
an
not.
office in America.
A lot of
It's
people
the only
think
thing
they're-
American about it because we don't
A
do
lot-
nothing of this stuff. Nothing. Plastic, electronics, nothing. You don't
Yeah,
do
Isn't
all
Skydio
outsourced.
fully made here though?
no, there's
No.
Skydios are
No.
assembled here. Yeah, they're
Assembled here.
assembled here.
Assembled here, but
And parts of their products are actually produced here. You know, but they're, you know, they're most of the electronics, I was looking into it. I was like, I mean, I really wanted to buy an American drone. The only thing I could find was like, you know, $20,000. You know, if you wanted to
Yeah.
get into commercial, you know. But that
You
one,
want 20 grand?
the closest thing to it was probably a Skydio. You know.
Yeah.
You know, but I
That's the reason I bought the Skydio, because I thought, you know, at least it has some ties to the United States. You know, I felt pretty good about that.
I'd love to play
Do-
with one and own one.
Do you
but
like it,
I
Lon?
just like being in control.
The
Yeah,
Skydio?
do you like it, Lon?
No.
Yeah.
No, it
You don't
flies.
like
It flies itself. You don't get to fly, and I
it's
like to fly.
it's very sporadic. It does what it wants and not what you want it to do.
Yeah, it's
Like
always
having a
changing
toddler on a
angles and
leash.
stuff.
Yeah.
Because that's what I want it for. I want it to like chase me or have a beacon on an airplane and
Well,
have
yeah,
it chase
that's-
the airplane. You know.
and that's
Yeah,
what it's
yeah.
intended for. But
It
if you
does
want to
that.
fly it manually, then
Yeah, I don't
Yeah,
plan on
it's not
flying.
for
I
that.
mean, you can get the remote for it and do it, right?
yeah, you could
'Cause
fly it manually.
They sell 3 stages of it. It's like the regular, the sport, and then like the platinum or whatever it is.
Well,
Where you
if
get
you
the
were
remote, right?
You know, not doing what you wanted to do and doing what they want to do, you'd never get married. Excuse me, I'll be right back.
Good point.
Yeah, that's why I'm not married. And that's exactly why I'm not married. No, the Skydio, yeah, you can fly with your phone, you can fly with the beacon, you can fly with the controller, but the range is slightly better now. They got little flippy. Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
those
another thing I
little
was looking at.
antennas.
Yeah, and the
He's got the Skydio 2 Plus. So
Okay, yeah.
playing around with that thing. Get the little flippy antennas on it now.
Mhm.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Mhm. I got double the range with the Mini One. Let's put it like that.
Wow.
Yeah,
Oh yeah,
Double.
but I mean,
I did a
but I
test
mean,
back
in a
to back
sense,
test.
it's meant to chase something, so it's trying to stay close to that. So that just like everybody says, every drone has a meaning for something. You know.
Has purpose. Yep.
Yeah,
And
purpose.
that's all.
Yeah,
And that's
yeah,
all it is.
purpose.
It's-
That's what I
you
meant
know,
to say.
in my opinion, that's all it is a one-trick pony. That's all it's meant to do.
Right.
You know,
You
you
can
wanna
But, it
kind
does,
of
but what it
fly
does good is
Yeah.
does amazing.
it does.
Yeah.
But
What it's meant to
nothing's
do.
Perfect. Nothing's perfect.
You got
It's
one,
still
Joe?
No, I don't. No, no.
Mine crashed into a wall.
Oh no shit.
Ken, and don't ask Ken about it either, because he's like, and don't ask Billy either behind the scenes. They'll
Billy's
both tell you.
fell
It's
into
not,
a fucking
it's
lake.
not as awesome as you think it is.
I saw
You know,
Billy's.
people edit the clips to make it look great,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
they don't show you all the times it gets caught in the trees. Sean Oz's flew out over a freeway,
Oh, yeah?
and hovered over the freeway
Yeah?
6 feet high.
Oh,
Yeah, his
shit.
just took off and hovered over the freeway like 6 feet high
Wow.
until he realized it and steered it away from the freeway before a truck
Yeah.
came along or something. It
So
was
pretty
hovering
much
like
it's
6 feet
garbage.
above the freeway. Well,
Yeah.
not garbage.
So-
I didn't know they were that
necessarily,
shitty.
but it's not perfect either. Let's
Yeah.
put it like that.
This
Mhm.
question up here that Edge FPV has, and the only reason I would say the Air 2S is because he says it doesn't matter the cost.
Yeah, if cost doesn't matter, Air 2S all the way.
I would say the Air 2S by far, dollar for dollar, is the best bet you can go with right now.
Unless you just want to
Yeah,
spend
because
that
it'll
free
grow
money.
with you.
It will.
Yeah.
It'll
Now,
grow with you. You know what I mean?
The
Or the
follow-
Mini 3, quite frankly.
or the Mini 3. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. That's a good point.
Similar features, the camera's better on the Air 2S, and it's more
Yeah.
stable in the wind and stuff like that. But
Bob
the
Casey,
Mini
welcome
3
in,
is not a
buddy.
bad choice.
Hey, Bob.
What's up,
Mike
Bob?
Rennick, what's
And
up,
the
brother?
Mini 3, oh,
What's up,
Henry.
Mike?
You know the Mini 3, that vertical video and shit, which I'm not into, but I have to admit it's pretty cool.
It's the way of the
Looking
future,
up.
but
I agree.
either.
Yeah,
That is nice.
looking
That
up
is a
that
nice
60-degree look
good.
up is cool. You
Yep.
know, the video's good.
It's good
on
for
it.
if you're doing
Everything's
shorts
good
or
on it.
something.
Yeah, it's really good
Yeah.
for shorts.
So
Yeah,
it
it's a
has
nice-
features no one else has, you know. So you
Mhm.
got to give them that.
Yeah, very true.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
One of my coworkers at the roofing place, he was looking to get a drone. He was like, I'm going to order his Air 2S. And I was like, I was thinking about it, and he's cheap. And I was like, man, why don't you look at an Air 2? Find about a new Air 2, brand new, and see what you can get. Man, it saved $400. I was like, and for what he's doing, he's taking broken photos. I'm like, for what you're doing, man, you don't need the Air 2S. you
Air
know?
2's
It's
got
like,
a plenty capable camera on it.
yeah,
If you do it the right way.
That's
it
the one I lost in the
absolutely
lake and was devastated. But like,
48 megapixel pictures.
yeah, it's
on
great.
quad layer
Yeah,
sensor.
it's
Absolutely.
great. Yeah,
Air 2's a great
So does
choice.
the Mini 3.
Yeah,
The Mini 3 has
does.
all the features the Air 2 has, and a bigger
Darn.
sensor.
but it looks like a frog.
And a bigger sensor. Yeah, but it has all the features the Air 2 has,
It does have a bigger sensor.
and a
That's
bigger
just true.
sensor, and
Yeah.
a
Darn,
bigger
what
sensor.
up, buddy? Welcome
And
in,
more
bro.
features. It has the same obstacle avoidance capabilities. It has, you know what I mean? It has,
Get it,
like I
Max.
said, the vertical video. And
Oh yeah, 420, man, all day.
420 all
Depends
day.
on how you look at it.
Can't smoke on my stream, Max. I'm gonna get fucking
And it costs the
demonetized.
same. And it
That's
costs the
legal
same.
in New York. You have your medical card. You're
I don't
good.
give
You're
a
in
shit.
Florida.
I'm not monetized anyways. I don't care. So what about let's talk a little bit about a FPV. When are we expecting that damn DJI Avata to come out?
Avata?
Yeah.
I don't know. It looks cool.
Are you interested in it,
Mhm.
Joe? Because I know you've just started with the
Yeah,
DJI
just starting
FPV.
FPV. I mean, we'll see. We'll see where the price point's at when it comes out. I've got the Air 2S and the POS. So I'm
But it's
good
a
with
whole
that.
new system you got to buy. You know.
Yeah,
That's the only thing
yeah.
that sucks. Can't
So
just
far.
buy the drone.
Yep. That's
You don't
what the
know that.
rumor is. That's what the rumor is. So
Oh,
far.
the rumors. You know, remember the
Rumor.
Mini 3 rumor was going to be $1,500? And
Oh,
the
yeah.
rumors, and it's always
They
the
fix
negative
up.
rumors. It's like, holy crap.
I feel it's probably gonna be
You know?
around $1,000. I think.
If I had to guess, I was
The
going to
whole
say
kit?
probably 8.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I think
probably.
it'll be a little lower. It's
You know, for
it's
the whole
light-
setup, goggles,
lighter weight.
remote, one
It's not-
battery.
I don't think it's gonna sell like the DJI FPV drone does because this is actually going towards a whole nother crowd
Yeah, it's
when it
going
comes
towards
to
Cinewhoop.
Cinewhoops. You know, a Cinewhoop is not something you buy to go out and learn full on acro and manual flying. This is something that's mainly for cinematography shit. And I think that's what they're shooting towards. The 107 flyer, you know, like Ken. Ken does work with his slam squirts and shit like that. His FPV drones. That's the target audience I think they're going after.
Talking about Ken Dono.
Maybe.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yep.
Yep.
Maybe.
Yeah,
I
it
still
does.
think that the Action 2 is going to flip right on top. I'm telling you. I still think the Action 2 is going to flip right on top. It's going to integrate.
I'd
right
love to
on.
see an Air 3, honestly.
Yeah.
That's
Phil
that's
Hooper,
what's wrong.
you need to go to the homepage of the Fly app and update your battery, bud. That's exactly what that is. Your battery needs to be updated.
So what's going on with JB? What JB said about the DJI V2 goggles? That there's a bug. Matt, did you see that today?
I haven't been paying attention. No, I didn't watch his show today. I did not
Yeah,
watch
same
it.
here.
Your goggles are working, right?
Mine are perfectly fine.
I know that's what I'm
Mine are
saying. There's PMS, man. Problem minor syndrome. They're just looking for digging up problems. They're just constantly looking
I
for
have no
problems.
idea.
You know what I mean?
mine-
They're
mine-
prospecting for problems.
Mine work great.
Jesus.
I'm not having any issues with mine.
Jesus.
No. I also haven't updated the firmwares, and I don't know if there's a new firmware out for them or not, but I am still on the 0606 firmware, and I'm not going to change it.
Yeah, that's what
I'm
I
not gonna
got. I'm
fix-
not
if it's
changing.
not- If it's not broke, don't fucking fix it.
Right.
And
Yeah,
I hear a
come
lot
on,
of
same
people are having trouble with bugs when they're updating their goggles.
Mm-hmm.
Don't.
Yeah.
Don't do it. There's no reason to.
Yeah, it's better to wait a little bit and make sure it's good.
They're not putting out any
Which
new
I don't
features.
understand. It should be like sent good, you know, sent to the world good, and there's always a bug or something. Why? Why is there a bug?
Maybe.
I'll test this
Maybe
shit.
it's the way they update it too. Sometimes people try to do over the air update and they got bad. Then their system isn't that great.
All right, wait a minute.
Whenever, because I always go over the computer and never have any problem.
What?
Coding, maybe coding.
Yeah, I do all updates on PC.
What the
as
fuck
well.
is that supposed to mean?
If you run
So,
the battery
If
down,
you run the
V2,
battery down, he's not the only one. Steve-O said the same thing. If you run the battery down, V2 goggles, it defaults to drone mode.
What's up,
You have
Gardo?
to reset it up with all your FPV drones.
What the hell is that?
Let me
Oh,
keep trying
so
to
it
say.
switches over to the DJI FPV drone then?
Yeah, that's what they're
Yes.
saying. There's a bug. Yeah.
That's what they're saying.
Oh man.
I've had my battery down low and it's never done that before, but maybe that's something. It can't be
Well,
something
maybe you
new.
think of a dead. You run a dead?
No, hell no. No, I run it down to like 30%.
That's
and
what
I
they
charge
mean.
it.
You run a dead. If you run a dead.
That's kind of odd. I've never heard of that.
Yeah.
I never heard that.
I've heard of that before. And I'm not even an FPV guy. I've heard of that before.
Nope,
Steve-O in the house.
got my FPV peeps
Steve.
in, yo. So for
Yeah.
anybody that's just tuning in, I'm letting you know that this is the last Tuesday night live stream. I'm moving to Sundays at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time.
Boo.
If you don't like it, then like Max, then we'll just kind of throw you out. There we go. Goodbye.
You said 7 Eastern.
Mobile,
Screw you,
Yeah,
man.
He's taking Mel's old spot, it sounds like.
7 p.m.
He's 400 AGL's old spot. So you're going to have to get like old and boring and
Yeah.
you're going to have to talk about RC trucks and shit like that.
Old
So
fart
I'm
Matty.
scared.
Live.
Third Avenue. What's up? What's going on, Robbie?
Robinson.
You guys know him on Sunday night every week, right? What are you saying here?
Well,
Going to Sunday?
I'm-
No, old fart. Okay, got it.
I'm not
Hey,
old, so
Why don't you run a banner across the bottom announcing your new time and show and everything?
Yeah.
Actually, I thought I had one.
No.
Oh no, I don't. Let me create one right now. Thank you, there, Bill.
Well, that'd be good because then you'll go on, Matt. Then we'll go on, and then Uncle Bill will go on. Look, the three on top.
Three
And
Stooges.
There you go. Larry Curly and Mo. Larry Curly and Mo.
Or Manny, Mo, and Jack.
I might not. I don't know though, Mike. I might not do every week. I might just do every other Sunday that you're not on, that we're not on. Because then
Okay.
that would mean I'd have to jump off of my show and go on to yours.
Well, let me
P2
ask
work.
you: Are you going to be on this Sunday on Father's Day?
Oh, I forgot that it's Father's Day.
I forgot about that. No.
Mhm.
I
Why
forgot
not?
it's Father's Day, bro.
What are you guys doing on Father's Day at 7 or 8 o'clock at night?
True. Oh, it'd be all
I mean,
done.
Bring
don't
your
go
new
on if
drone?
you don't want, but I don't know what you'd be doing. Like, ooh, Father's
a good
Day,
point.
man, go on the live stream.
Having a dinner served to you.
You know what I mean? It's like,
What the fuck? Yeah, no, maybe I will. I will go on. Why not? Yeah, I think.
they're already did dinner is getting McNuggets from McDonald's and shit. Mike.
Hey, don't
Those
don't
guys
make
keep-
fun of nuggets at McDonald's, motherfucker. I love my nuggets at McDonald's.
You live on McNuggets, dude. These guys. Ronald gets a new pair of shoes off these motherfuckers every week, dude. It's like,
Probably.
you know, it's like, what the fuck? Rotundus?
Oh,
You
man.
know, they got like VIP. Yeah,
Love that shit.
This is
He
Matthew
skips the
Cundiff.
line.
Yeah, he gets front of the line. He's VIP.
Got the gold card.
Oh,
Confused,
come on
sorry.
in, sir.
You get the McDonald's app on your phone so you can order the food ahead of time before you get there and everything. They got a McDonald's
Actually-
app for that.
I know they do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
DoorDash is also good too. Have that shit
No,
delivered.
it's not.
You don't have to
That
go
shit's
anywhere.
expensive.
It's expensive, and they've already done surveys or studies, and like 60% of those people will pick a fry out of your bag before
Oh
they get.
fuck! Don't tell me that.
Yeah, it's a really high percentage of them.
Man.
That smell the food
When
gets
did
to
that
them.
They seal the
Life
bags.
orders that shit
I'd
all
take
the
a
Don't
couple.
time.
they seal the bags?
I'd take a couple.
Don't the fast food joints seal the bags though with stickers? Or something?
I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think
Ah, you
I
can
don't
pull
know.
those
It's
off
hard to keep
easy.
a stapler in your car. I mean, I don't know.
it's. I mean, it's not that difficult to pop that little
Sticker.
that they put on there and you just put that shit back. I don't know. If you were a DoorDash driver, would you be rummaging through the fucking bags?
I would.
No.
I-
I would
Smell those
not.
fries? They're all nice and hot
Because
and
you're
salty.
always high.
Who you
I
think
got a
is
friend that
delivering
does
your shit, bro?
Grubhub and-
Right.
I don't know. They look at the ratings. Let me see.
You
This
gotta
guy,
be high with these gas prices.
this guy tips 4%. Okay, here's the other 6% right
crazy.
here.
Yeah, right.
$70
Yeah,
to fill my cord, man.
What's
Fucking
this
crazy.
What's this all about? Dizzy Dean says Max about doing a live or doing an FPV meetup this summer in New York.
Oh, Dizzy, yeah, he asked me about that yesterday or today, something like that.
Yeah.
But yeah, he wants to come hang out. So, but I got a couple other people that have been wanting to come up from the city. So maybe we'll do some kind of big hangout. I'm
Okay, that'd be
down.
cool.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
I'm
don't know
going
how
to
big it'll be. It
Philadelphia
ain't gonna
next
be
month.
no South Florida or nothing, but
All right, Susan.
maybe.
Hey, you never know. You got to start somewhere. I mean, when we first did it, we didn't expect that many.
Yep.
We ended up with 50, but we didn't expect 50 people. You know, that shit just blew up, and you know, just word of mouth, bro. If you get word of mouth out there, you'll be fine.
Get over 100.
Yeah,
didn't
we're
you?
doing We're doing ours in
the
August.
First one we did,
Oh, the first one.
we had like 50, and then this year, the one we did, we had almost 100. Yeah.
Almost 100.
I'm going
It
to
was
stay with Billy next month in Philly.
Are you?
Mm.
Yeah.
Okay, so, and I also saw Dono was doing something about being up there in July. So you guys got something going on up
Yeah,
there?
we talked. Yeah, I talked Dono into flying up there too. So
What's
he's
going on?
up
Just
there?
you guys just meeting up, or is there something that's going on that just chilling?
We're just meeting up, dude. We're meeting up, and then we're gonna go to Rhode Island, and maybe go visit Eddie Nunes in New York.
Ah, okay. And you are going?
Oh yeah, I already got my tickets and everything.
Good, cool.
Yeah.
Lon,
Eddie
didn't I
wants to
just
come
see a
up
video
too.
of cans with you in it, Lon?
Yeah, he was down here.
Oh yeah, again.
Yeah, he was
Yeah.
Tampa.
I didn't even know I was gonna be in this video, dude.
What was that, the Mini 3 video? I don't
Matt's
remember.
like, yeah, Matt's like texting me, "Oh, you're in Ken's video." I go, "I am." I am. I was
Big
just
fuck-
dicking around, and he was like sneaking around filming me. I didn't even realize he was filming me. Then he asked me to like do the controls for him, and I'm like, "Okay, I can do that. Be a hand model because I have such gorgeous hands, right?
Monster fucking gorilla hands.
Big old meat hooks and shit." Yeah, I
With
told you
meatballs.
next time I see you.
Look at Uncle Bill. Look at Uncle Bill.
No, I was just looking up something here. How often do DoorDash drivers eat your food?
Oh Jesus Christ!
Oh my lord.
A study conducted by
100%
US,
probably.
US Foods found that nearly 30% of drivers for food delivery services admitted to stealing a bite of food from their
Oh,
customer's order.
Well, there goes that idea.
Well, bite is different from a fry, but
No more
I guess
DoorDash.
it's still the
bitch.
same.
Bite's even worse. It's the smell
Still
of
the same.
mouth-watering food is
Matt-
hard to ignore.
Imagine seeing a bite taken out of your cheeseburger.
I don't get that because they're right at the restaurant. Just buy your own fries, you know what I mean, or whatever. You're right there at McDonald's.
They gotta
You know,
pay
just
for
buy
gas,
some fucking
man.
fries, you know,
It's $5 a
big deal.
gallon.
I used to deliver pizzas when I was a kid. You know, why the fuck
Yeah.
would I eat the customer's pizza? I'm surrounded by the shit
What is?
all
That's the
night.
thing. I would never eat like pizza or like whatever the pizza shop made. You know, couldn't do
Right,
it because I
that's funny.
smelt
We
it all
got-
day.
We got
I'd
pizza
get
on
something
right
else.
now.
I never stepped foot in another McDonald's if I drove for DoorDash. I'd be done.
I mean, if you're picking a McDonald's is one spot, Taco Bell the next one. I mean,
Be a fat bastard by the end of the night.
you're missing a taco.
All right, we're losing viewers talking about fucking DoorDash here. Good shit.
All right, hey, I'm going to change the subject and I got a question. On my DJI FPV, it doesn't find satellites when I have my Osmo Action mounted on top of it on the helmet.
That's because the DJ, the
Eddie Nunez
GPS
told me that
module-
that happens. Yeah,
Yeah.
when it's on the top because the
That's why.
GPS. Yeah,
Just let it get GPS first and then attach it, or what?
I would.
Or
no,
does it still?
it's still gonna affect it because you're pretty much mounting it right on top of the compass.
Okay, and so does it not even matter since you're in full manual? I mean,
No,
you
it
don't
still
have
don't
GPS
matter.
either,
Yeah,
right?
it's still
Yeah,
it's
so-
still as a compass. Yeah, because if you've ever flown in a fence, it will throw itself back into like normal or sport mode.
Okay. Okay.
Or if you exceed the height limit of that area.
So, I mean, other
same
people
thing.
do it. I guess it's safe to do, right? It's safe to go.
Oh,
ahead and
it's safe to do, but what happens is when that compass gets messed up. So say you take off, it's fine. You throw it in manual mode, it's fine. You're ripping around, and then just all of a sudden it just stops. You know, does the DJ stop and puts itself in sport mode?
Okay.
And then you flip it back to sport, go back to manual, and then rip for 30 more seconds, 10 more minutes. Who knows?
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Hey, it's possible to take off that DJI FPV drone in manual mode, isn't it? It's just a bitch.
I just saw that the other
Yeah,
day.
it
It's not
is.
possible to land
Nah,
because
Yeah, you
it
gotta
flipped
damage
mine
that
right
battery.
over.
You
But I
just,
saw
you
you
just,
can take off.
you
Yeah.
just have to kill the
Yeah.
motors fast enough, like we would a regular FPV drone, where right when you're about an inch off the ground, you just kill the motors. That's you
Yeah,
can
do the
that.
emergency
But-
stop. Yeah.
But landing, that battery, because it sits on the battery, that might be a bad thing for the battery.
Well, that's what Ken
It's-
Heron, fucking pedal bird. That's what he was.
That's what
doing.
he claimed.
you
He
double
broke
tap
he
the,
broke a
start
battery
stop
like
button.
that.
Yeah.
I did mess one up a little bit, and all I do is just land it on its own. You know, most of the time I hand catch it, but sometimes I'll let it land on its own. But yeah, those little pieces do get messed up.
And that's
Now-
the antenna, right? Yeah.
Not the no, I'm talking
And
about
the
the
battery?
pieces on the battery.
The battery.
Yeah, the antennas are okay.
Okay.
Now, I don't know if you guys run different props on yours. Gardo's asking about different props. I know Ken, the
Billy
Doba-
does too.
yeah,
I put
Billy-
the Ludicrous
the
Air Master Air Screws on.
Oh, you put
I'm
the master air screws.
Mhm.
So you didn't
Yeah, I'm
change
still
out
stock.
the bearing though.
No, I was gonna do that Acon prop adapter with some like gem fans, but I was like, let me try. I've had good luck with Master Air Screw, so I went that way.
I got them.
Yes,
I've just been
yes.
lazy.
GemFan made props for the DJI, but you have to have that adapter. You have to put that adapter on first, and then it
So-
allows you to put whatever props on you want.
I don't. So the ones that the
Yeah.
POSs that I just bought, they actually had. Yeah, they're not the Ludicrous. There's something else, but they're a different brand than DJI, but it is still the snap-in ones where you push down and lock
Yeah.
in.
Yep.
See, they sell adapters for them, and Dobo has them on his where it changes out the shaft, so that
Mhm.
way it ends up being an 8mm shaft, so you can actually put a
Oh
nut on
yeah,
it.
that's what this is.
That's what those
yeah,
are. Yep.
Yep.
Yeah, so it makes
just-
it available.
And then you can just find the prop you like and the what
Later,
for
Don.
flying style
Mhm.
and fly. Yeah,
Yep.
I thought about going
Thanks
that
for-
route,
thanks for
and I
popping
still
in,
might
bro.
in the future. But yeah, I went with the Ludicrous from Air Screw for now.
They're expensive. Still $20 a
John.
pack.
Yeah.
Well, everything's expensive.
That's why I
now.
bought the adapters so I can
I got the
change
drone
out
for
the props.
free. So.
Oh, okay.
Bill, have you
You
been
guys
doing
kill a
anything?
lot of props. Do you kill a lot of props with a DJI FPV drone?
Me no.
If you smack something, the props are pretty much shot.
Yeah,
I've crashed.
did,
I've crashed
lost
it
a lot
3
of
times
props.
so far.
Yeah.
I landed once in manual and it flipped over, so that killed the props. I crashed it, I don't know, 5 feet off the ground, killed the props because it wouldn't turn off. But I didn't have the emergency stop set up, so didn't know what I was doing.
Right.
I tried to
Right,
stop
right.
it doing the DJI thing, sticks in, but it just didn't want to go.
DJI.
And
sucks.
then did I kill a third set of props? Maybe not. Maybe just 2. Just because
Maybe
both crashes.
you guys need a great big butterfly net. You know what I mean? So you, you can just catch it in the air without-
Well, the good thing about the DJI FPV drone is you could put it in normal when you're like Max does, and he's done it with
Right.
me. Is you just hand catch it, makes it that much
Mhm.
easier.
It's the best
But-
hand catching drone on the market next to the
It
Phantom 4
is.
Pro.
It is,
Yeah, they hand catches better than any other drone but the Phantom 4 Pro.
of course.
So I
if you have
bought my-
somebody with you, you can hand catch
So I-
any FPV drone.
Well, I think it's great because I bought my first one for $550, and that was a Fly More kit. And then I just bought my second and third one for $800, and it had 6 batteries, 1 goggle, 2 regular remotes, motion controller remote, which I'm not playing with that thing. I watched this guy play with that shit, and he almost killed himself.
Maverick.
That controller is crazy. He tried taking
Yeah, it
off
is.
and it almost took off his neck.
Oh
Like I
my God.
wish I took video of picking this drone up, because this guy almost killed himself. But they were scratch free, came with a case, bunch of other things too.
Right, right.
I got a really good deal on it.
Yeah, I had
But it
the
was-
motion controller. I used it once.
It looks cool, but I mean, I guess when it's up in the air, it's fine. But when he landed, it almost wanted to flip itself because he couldn't get it back into like that little center mark. So
These
Right,
are
yeah,
right.
it's a little
Who'd you sell
crazy.
yours? Who'd you sell yours to, Lon?
DeMarco.
Yep.
Yeah, I had
Right.
everything. I had a super duper hard case. I had what 6
Yeah, it came with
batteries.
hard case.
You gave
Yeah.
that shit to him for a hell of a deal too, bro.
Yeah.
How much you
Not
sell
as good
yours
as
for?
Matt's got though. I've like 1,500, but that's when it was still current.
15.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
yeah.
had
Yeah,
two
that came with-
Flyboard combos. And
Yeah, it's like 7
the
batteries or
drone.
6 batteries.
Yeah. I had the whole shebang bang. And
No
also,
I had to
batteries are
drive.
expensive.
I had to drive 4 hours for that shit though. But that was okay because I've never been to Niagara Falls and it was right next to Niagara Falls, so I actually went
wow.
over to Niagara. Yeah,
I was
shit
up there
awesome.
in 07, man. It's gorgeous.
Oh, it's so cool, man.
Yeah.
What's up,
Scary
Greg?
but cool
Yeah.
because there's so much water.
Oh yeah, it's coming on.
You know, I think that would be cool to dive Niagara Falls with your drone, man.
Most definitely.
That would
Yeah.
be
Get it
cool,
back.
but impossible. It's state park, so
Yeah.
You know, I mean, you could actually title that, you know, over Niagara Falls with a barrel. You know, put a sticker of a barrel on the side of the drone, and I don't know. I just think it'd be great.
I mean, it's
That's-
legal if you fly out from where the border is for the state park and then fly in, but you could never
Yep.
dive because you just lose signal.
Yeah, you'd be too far away.
not with the DJI FPV drone, you wouldn't.
Well, you'd pretty much have to go in and get right back out, you know, but you'd lose signal and then, like, you know, it'd go back into normal mode and just sit there and then you get caught.
No,
But
it returns
technically,
to
it
home.
is legal.
Talking about it,
you know.
return to home. It
Yeah,
returned to
true.
home.
Return to home.
Yeah.
Go back to
Yeah,
That's the
Canada, though.
beauty of the DJI FPV drone is that return to home, man. I don't think you'd lose signal, to tell you the truth. I
Oh
think you
no,
could do it.
I've lost signal with the drone and it did a stop and then it hovered there for a minute and then went back to return to home.
Yeah.
And then the goggles came back in, remote came back in, I canceled it.
That's the beauty of that stupid drone.
Yeah, no,
I didn't like it that much, but I got to admit, that's the beauty of it.
that's
Yeah.
why I went that
Far,
route. Because
That thing
I don't
goes far,
I don't
man.
think it flies good. You know, I mean it flies okay, you know,
Arrow.
but
There you
It's
go.
floaty, right, Mark?
the
Matt?
camera I feel the camera's okay. It's not no
Floaty, right?
GoPro 10, it's probably GoPro 7, GoPro 8, you know, somewhere
It
around
is.
there.
It is like Lon says, though. It is by far the best FPV camera out, without a doubt.
For
When it
the,
comes
for,
to
for
just-
the first person,
For the first person view, it is
First
by
person,
far.
yeah, it's nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're not going to get that
Yeah.
kind of camera on one of our quads. You know you're
Mhm.
not.
No.
For them to do that though was,
No.
you know, that was a step above when it comes to FPV drones.
I heard that CADX Starlight, which I just ordered. I ordered 2 of them because my buddy Charlie said they're great. And Starlight, I think it is. It's more of a nighttime one, but
yes,
it does
the
great
polar-
during the day as
Oh
well.
yeah, I've heard about that. Yeah.
Yeah, and they were pretty cheap, $130 for the entire like unit.
You know,
So I
it's a
ordered
shame. It's a shame that they have to do a whole new ecosystem for the what is it, the Avanti or
Very
whatever.
true.
Avata.
Yeah.
Wouldn't it be cool if they, you know, same controller, same goggles,
Yeah, it's DJI.
and they have
Keep it,
series of
it's all
drones?
same. It's all the
Yeah.
same.
Fellas,
Update
come
your
on.
firmware, and you'll be good to
Oh,
go.
oh my god.
I mean, that's just like, listen, bro. They came out with the DJI FPV drone, and yay, the V2 goggles, they hook up to the CADX units and the air units, right? But there was
Yeah.
a lot of people, and I can understand it, being pissed off that you couldn't use the controller with other drones. It's strictly used for the DJI FPV drone. If they would have made
Well-
it like the big black one where it was compatible with all, you know what I mean?
Well,
like,
I'm saying as a company, maybe you don't want people to use your stuff with everybody else's product, but how about a series of DJI drones? I mean, you know, you got the original FPV, and now you got a Whoop coming out, you know, and then maybe next time they'll do a 7-inch or something, you know, and all within the same system. I just think it would be great.
I wouldn't be surprised if they make the controller work for both of them.
I know, Ron. They want to make the money on everything. I understand.
No, you guys you're jumping the gun. Okay, one. What was the bitching about in the GPS world about the fucking RCN1? That they're using it for every drone. It's the same remote they
Yeah.
used on the Mini 2, the same in the Air 2.
I never said that.
That's because of the
I
price.
didn't say you, but
The
the Air
price.
2 and the same on the Mavic 3. Woohoo! Why are they using the same remote? You know. So now you guys are saying, oh, they're going to use a different remote with a different drone. What kind of bullshit is that?
When it
But
comes to FPV,
It's a
different story.
rumor.
It is only a
rumor.
There has been nothing
Rumor.
said out yet about it. Nothing
Rumor.
about what it's going to do. Compatibility.
Rumor.
You know, the whole rumor about backwards being and not being backwards compatible, we don't know if that's true. Nobody knows. You know,
Why
you might be
would
able to
it work?
use the goggles with the
But I
old.
do see
Why-
DJI come out
why
with a
not?
new set of goggles for sure.
Oh yeah, without a doubt. And I don't.
That won't be backwards.
But well, why not? Why wouldn't it be? They've
Why?
got millions of Caddx units out there, millions of them. Why wouldn't they make it compatible?
I know.
Because then if they don't, either all the FPV guys are going to say, "Fuck it, I'm not buying the new goggles," and they're not going to sell for shit.
Yeah, right.
Who's going to want to buy new goggles and then have to?
Everybody's
set up
going
a
to
new
buy
area
those
unit?
shits.
I know.
Everybody's
but
going to buy it.
Oh, you know what though? You guys are stupid. You guys
doesn't
might
F-
buy all new air units because I'm
That's-
sorry, but
that's
I've watched
nuts.
you guys. I've watched you guys change air units like and Max the stupid receiver units too. Every time somebody comes out with another receiver type like Crossfire, then everybody's going to what now? That starts with the E.
Yep.
ELRS. I have
100%.
same.
Wow.
Yeah, the
I got you, yeah.
ELRS, and
I'll
then
back you up.
fucking-
You know how many
fucking with that.
receivers
fucking-
and
Every time you turn around, you guys
VTXs and
change-
cameras and
Yeah,
motors
yeah, fucking-
and
all
oh,
my
these are
units-
the new
motherfuckers got
motors.
like
I'm going
5
to
or
get
6
those bot
remotes.
grinder shits and
All my
and the remote.
Hey guys, get my motors.
And, oh,
They're
somebody
new.
he's
They're
keep
coming
got
out.
frame.
B4s out. I got 4
Here's somebody-
sets of those.
Yep. Somebody came on the
Look
new
at my
frame.
frame, guys.
Oh
Don't
fuck! I
forget
gotta
back on
change
this frame.
all my drones to the new frame. You know?
All my
I'm one of
shit is
those
staying
guys.
Exactly
He's
how
a
I
trip
have it.
though.
I have
Fox a
Crossfire
trip.
on
Whatever.
every one of my fucking
Yeah.
drones, and I'm not changing shit. There's no reason to. It works. Why change
Oh,
it?
it
when
works. But supposedly the new shit, like we see 720, which is great, you know, but the new shit's supposed to be 1080. Now,
the fuck?
Yeah,
You can
but
see just
there's
fine.
who gives a fuck? 1080 is
I
better
know.
than 720.
Yeah,
you know?
1080, and now you're running up to 50 millisecond freaking latency.
right, more
where
latency
you move the
now.
stick, and it takes a second for the goddamn drone to do something.
Yeah.
That's nuts.
Yeah,
know.
but DJI doesn't go for
Uh,
freestyle though. You know,
Yeah.
they're not a
They might
freestyle
fix
drone.
that too.
No,
And they
absolutely
might
not.
Fix that too.
No.
That
I mean,
latency can be fixed. It's all about processing power.
Mhm.
Listen, on an average drone flyer, I'm telling you right now, you're full of shit if you say that you, as an average drone flyer, can tell the latency between the DJI system and another system. You're full of shit. Or FR Sky. Some people can. Don't get me wrong. Some people can if you're a racer or something. But if I fly an analog or if I fly the DJI, I can't see the difference in latency at all.
Yeah, I don't think 50 is bad. You know, it's not horrible. I love 20, 25, you know, or even less. But I mean, 50 is not bad because I mean, I'm an OG and I flew a long time ago and I'm sure that shit was a lot higher back then.
Oh, I'm sure it was.
Yeah, yeah. From the old drones, it's 300 or
But-
400 milliseconds.
I know.
You know.
But I'll tell you one thing: if DJI, when they do come out with a new set of goggles, they'd be stupid.
You're
not
like
to
on
make them
80 right now. You're on 80 right now, Max. You're on 80 right now. You're delaying right now.
No, actually, it's you. Actually, it's
Yeah,
you.
you're
Anyway.
lagging. Maybe it's me. I don't know.
The long and the short of it is, everybody was crying. They wanted DJI
No, it's not.
to redesign the goggles. That's all I heard about was bitching about the goggles. They're too big. They're too this. They're too that. Based on the pictures I've seen, the new DJI goggles are smaller and
Yeah.
they're going to be more compact and yada yada.
Yeah, they
yada.
look like fat sharks.
Everybody should be happy. Everybody should be happy, but nope. Everybody's looking for something negative to say. Well, it's not going to be compatible. You know, it's like fuck.
I don't.
You know,
I don't think.
Jesus
I'm
Christ.
telling you, I don't see them coming out with goggles and then forcing everybody to update and switch to new air units and shit. I don't see it happening.
But
I
I
don't
did
see
check
why
out
it
those
wouldn't be
fat
compatible
sharks.
either.
They're actually not that bad. I thought it wasn't as good, but through YouTube videos, the fat sharks aren't too bad. You know.
You talking about the new system, the new Fat Shark,
Yeah.
Walks
Yeah,
now.
the new
Yeah.
avatars?
Yeah, it's not too bad.
Gardo wants to know how many Vista Air units do you guys have in quads and just shelved? Not me. I fucking fly them all.
Yeah, I fly mine too.
Well,
Not me.
yeah,
I have
no, I do. I fly
Tons
them
of
all.
quads and boxes.
Fly all three of my
Exactly.
I don't throw my shit out, man. I don't know why I hoard my shit or sell it, you know? Because
Right.
in a sense, if I would sell it, I would sell it for just cheap, whatever, because it would buy something new, you know? But
You have a
I don't know.
connection with them.
I hoard
Fly
my
every
shit.
one of them.
I got a
And they're
storage
all-
unit.
Good.
It's not for drones, but it's used for drones.
Right.
You know,
It's
that's a
all good. You know, I'm just saying, you might be right that it won't be compatible, but I doubt it. I mean, honestly, I just find that hard to
Yeah,
believe
It probably won't be.
that.
They're
Or
just
there'll be a
so-
module just like everybody else. You know,
Yeah.
that's the thing. Everybody else has got you got to put a module on their goggles to use with so and so
Mhm.
system, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Most, yeah.
Isn't that like everybody else? So they would be just like everyone else. You have to put a module
just-
on.
Just gonna have
I
to
don't
see
use
and
it
find
with
out,
someone
guys.
else's
That's it.
shit.
I don't see it. I just don't see it happening. There are so many
Gotta wait until it
Vista
comes out.
units and so many air units out there. They would be nuts because then if they come out with the new goggles that are not backwards compatible and they really want to sell them for a decent price, people are going to have to start upgrading all their quads, and that's a lot of money. That turns out to be a ton of fucking money. I don't
You
think anybody-
upgraded all yours. You used to be
I know,
analog,
right?
and now
You
you're all
know.
DJI. You
But I
know.
went from
As,
analog.
an, out-
I went
as
from
an
analog.
outsider to all this FPV stuff, to me,
Yeah,
it just seems
I
like it seems
agree.
like
Big
it should
difference.
all work together. And if you want to upgrade to the new goggles, you're going to upgrade to them because of improvements, not because you have to. All right. I mean,
That's what I was saying.
I want the new goggles because they're lighter, they're smaller, the resolution is higher, the transmitted range is a little better, or whatever. And you have all these, the battery lasts longer, whatever. Or you have all these features. Yeah, now I want to buy that new one, but I don't have to. I could just buy the drone, add it to my collection of drones, and like the old hobbies used to be. I mean, when you went in RC airplanes, you could buy a 6-channel set that you're flying all these different planes with it. But the new 8-channel that does come out. It's got more accurate this and that, and a better range. Wow, boy, I'd really like to. Okay, I'm going to upgrade to that because you want to, not because you have to. But it's like they're
You
forcing
never
you.
have to.
They're
You
upgrading.
never have to.
Now, if I want to buy this stuff, I got to bring this set of goggles and this controller. And if I want to buy this stuff, I got to bring this set of goggles. And it just seems
That's nuts.
sloppy and
It
mean,
is. It is. It is absolutely.
and grubbing.
And
know,
the new
like-
goggles.
That's everybody then.
They're gonna
Well,
have
because
better,
they can make them all work together if they wanted to.
of course.
Obviously,
All it has to do. It's all about firmware matching, I think. And if you come out with a new set of goggles, all you'll have to do is update the firmwares on your Vista units, and they'll work with the goggles. I think they're stupid not to. Now they're gonna come out with a new controller. They are because of the whole Avata Cinewoop thing. What would be nice
Why?
is if they offered a new controller instead of that big black one for the people that are flying the Vista units. Because like me, I use a gamepad style controller. That's the reason I bought it, is because I don't like that big black one. If they had an option for a smaller, more gamepad style like they do now, that would be nice. But they made that new controller with the DJI FPV drone to where it
That's my
only
first
works with the DJI FPV drone, not other quads. So I didn't think that was a very smart deal. But
Why?
because a lot of people that bought the DJI FPV system, the drone, with that controller, they also have other quads that fly DJI.
Don't they already have other controllers?
Well, what about somebody that doesn't? What about somebody that has the DJI FPV
Just
drone?
started,
And,
but eventually they will.
And then now they want to get into
and
real
now they want to get
FPV.
into freestyle. Now they have to buy a controller.
Yeah.
So it would have been nice for them to make it compatible, but it wasn't. So you adapt.
It's a different system, though. The buttons are different.
Yeah,
Everything's different. I mean, it's a
looks
different,
different.
transmission system. Even it's not even anything's the same.
And then you look at that and it looks just like it. They copied
Yeah.
the shit out of the DJI
Mhm.
freaking controller.
They did.
Yeah, they did.
That looks like a Microsoft gamepad. I mean, they haven't really that design is as old as you are.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
But the way they did it with where the buttons are and the way everything and the rollers and
That's
just
damn near identical.
everything, it looks almost identical. Yeah.
Yeah.
Weird.
Yeah, I need to get that sandpaper. Send me a link to where you got that.
Oh, I got that from Tweet FPV. It's Radio Grip. They make it for
Yeah.
they got it for the Tango 2.
Oh,
They
Super
have it
cool.
for
Yeah, I like
it's
it.
really nice. It grips really well because the plastic,
Mm-hmm.
when you're out in Florida and you're flying FPV, you sweat.
You sweat. Yeah.
Yeah, and it gets
Yeah,
slippery.
Texas
but
too.
With this on there, you don't sweat at all. Yeah, I mean you sweat, but you don't lose grip. So it really is nice.
and it's what pre-cut to fit in those spots.
Yes,
Mhm.
they're all
Yeah.
pre-cut. They're all laser.
Because I would roll into Home Depot. You can buy that shit at Home
You
Depot.
you actually
you can. Yeah.
Cut it
Just like
yourself.
stair tread.
Cut it
Yeah.
Yeah,
yourself.
you can
yeah.
design it the way you want.
True.
Yep. Wait. See
Hard to
now.
say.
Yeah. See that. There's always going to be somebody out there that's going to try and do something. This guy, like you said, the guy that rooted the DJI goggles, looking at getting the FPV controller to work, which
Oh,
they
yeah.
may. You never know. They
There's all
may.
kinds of hacks for all
Yeah.
kinds of DJI
Somebody will
units.
figure it out. Won't be me, but somebody will figure it out.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Right.
They will.
What does receiver cost for your Mambo? Let's say, when you want to change to ELS or what is it, ERS?
Express LRS.
Crossfire or
LRS.
Yeah, Express
ELRS?
RS. If
Sure.
you want to Crossfire or you want to go to, there's like 3 systems right now, right?
You got no,
Three main
there's
systems
more. You got
everybody uses.
Ghost Tracer, Crossfire, ELRS, FR Sky, FL Sky, Spectrum. They got all kinds of shit.
Okay, what do those
R69.
receivers cost?
The
Well,
receiver to put in your
depends.
drone it depends on who it is, but like I think Crossfire right now is around $25 or $30, I think,
Yeah, with the antenna. Yeah,
that comes with the antenna.
Yeah.
ELRS is
30
cheaper.
bucks.
So
Yeah.
that's not too bad.
No, ELRS is cheaper, but they're also still in the beginning stages. They haven't fully matured, and they're a lot more difficult to bind and all that shit. You have to go through a online process and do all the shit online. With Crossfire, all you do is turn it on new if it's a new receiver, and it automatically goes into bind mode and binds to you right away. You don't have to do shit.
Yeah.
So-
So
Yeah, it made it a little
Crossfire,
bit
that's
easier.
like $30 or whatever, and then
Yeah.
the piece on the drone is $30 or so.
The piece on the drone that goes on the drone is about $30. The module itself,
Right.
I don't even remember what I paid for it.
So
Well,
like
you can buy
90?
that. Yeah, you can buy it as a kit and buy like 3 receivers,
Yes,
3
that's what I did.
antennas, and that module for $150, which is a killer deal.
Yeah, mine was $150. It came with the module, 3 receivers, and all the antennas that are included with it, and it was $150, which is a good
I
deal.
was just curious. Then the controller itself was about $70 or something.
This one was 90. This controller
I
was
was, I
90.
was looking to get one for this thing, so that when I not fly well, I could fly well with better stuff. Anyway, but I think it was like $80-$90 to get it for the
Yeah,
module.
that module's bigger. That's why. Yeah, you get the bigger.
And that one I
module.
had to get a chip too, because this doesn't have the right. I actually have to open it up and solder a chip onto the board. I actually was going to do it just as a little challenge to see if I could do it, just for fun. Because I don't really fly, but anyway, then it'd be worth more. I could sell it.
Yeah, a lot of people are switching over to the new ELRS. I love Crossfire. Push Broom, what's up, by the way? I meant to say hi to you and I forgot. My bad, bud.
See, that's something I didn't do. I just stay with Crossfire.
That's what
I
I'm
think
doing.
it's plenty of range.
I've got 7
Plenty
freaking
range.
quads with Crossfire on it, and I've never fail-safe once.
Nope,
And
me
there's
neither.
I don't see a point in switching it over unless
That's
they
something
stop
I-
service. If they stop service or they stop making them, then you're gonna want to switch over for future-proof. But other than that, I
So
don't see
I was a Radio Link guy, and I have 2 of these remotes because I thought this remote broke, which I think it just had a bad battery. And I bought a second remote, and so I had 2 of those, but I stayed with that pretty much my 4
Yeah.
years of FPV, 5 years, and then I changed over to the Tango 2, which that remote was $250, but that was brand new when it first came out. So
Yeah.
I think it's like $150.
See,
now.
I went
somewhere
with a
around.
cheaper remote with a cheaper radio, and it's
Mhm.
it's actually not cheap. It's cheap, but it's not cheap. You get what I'm saying? It's not like Kim
Yeah.
Fused FPV in the chat. She has a Jumper T Lite, which is what I had, and I
Yeah, yeah.
upgraded to the Jumper T Pro. They're a lot cheaper than like the Tangos, but they
Oh, yeah,
work
yeah.
just the same, bro. It ain't gonna
Mhm.
change your style of flying. It ain't gonna
Yeah,
make
yeah.
you a better pilot.
No,
All it
nope,
is,
nope.
It's just. And
I
it
kind of like
works.
the bigger box, but then went with the Tango, and I
Yeah.
do like a PlayStation remote.
I've
or an
had the bigger
Xbox,
one too,
whatever.
and I went with the smaller one. I like it a lot better.
Yeah, me
But-
too. It's easier to
Anyway.
pack away. That was the big thing because that remote
Yeah.
is big.
Yep.
Yeah, I
Well,
like portability.
Yes.
We are going to call it a night, guys. I've been on for.
Call it a
what's
night.
up? What were you gonna say, Lon?
Who, me?
Yeah, you were getting ready to say something.
How about that Mini 3, huh? No, I'm just kidding.
How about that minute?
How about that Mini 3, huh? Huh? Does anybody care about camera gimbals? The new DJI camera gimbals coming up.
Oh, the new Ronin.
Yeah.
The R3?
The
Ronin.
R4, the
Mhm.
R4, or is that what it's called? The R4.
R3.
It doesn't come with the
R3,
camera, right? It's
RC3.
just the gimbal.
Yeah, it's just a
Okay.
gimbal.
Yeah, I'm not. I don't do camera work. Is anybody on this panel have a big, like one of those DSLR?
DSLR. Well, I do, but I don't
I
use a
don't.
gimbal with it.
I use it. I mean, I have one that I use for photography, not much for video.
I have one too. It's right here.
Uh,
Hey,
That's a
That
good
would be
camera.
curious. That's coming
Use
out
the camera
tomorrow.
you got.
That's
Use
the
the
new
camera
thing
you got,
tomorrow,
guys.
so.
yeah, that new Ronin's coming out in the morning. Yep. So we'll see how that works out. I said, oh, by the way, you noticed Billy Kyle crashed the shit out of his
Is it
Inspire too.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh,
I
Looks
did see
just like
that.
mine.
He had
You
just
wanna
got it
see
back
it?
too. I think he said.
Put the
showed-
sign up.
he-
Put the sign up, Max.
He
Go ahead,
showed the
let everyone
video.
know.
He showed the video where it started doing like death circles and started going ape shit for no reason at all.
Yeah, it was on that.
Mine didn't do that. It was my fault. I flew in wires.
It was
wasn't the
his
drone's
fault
fault.
to begin with. Yeah, he crashed it, but then he sent it to get fixed, and I don't know, man. He got it back, and the first time he launched it, it did that. So
Yeah.
my
yep.
guess is there was a
Mhm.
loose wire or something like that.
Yeah.
That's my guess.
Yeah, something
replaced
must
an
not have been
arm.
hooked up.
He replaced
But
an arm, and my
re-
guess is that
realistically-
he had a loose wire.
All the DJI drones, I've done plenty of work on the Phantom. First time I'm gonna do some work on Inspire. What else have I done work on DJI? But another unit. When you do something wrong or something's not right, it will let you know when you're starting it up. When it starts up its app and stuff. Yeah.
Yeah.
Then you
Oh,
gotta
that
open it
would
all
be
back
That
up.
solder on the arm though, on the because they replaced an arm.
So
it
that
sounded to
was
me like he lost a motor. Hey, that's what it looked like to me.
That
it
might
was
be
already in
because
the
of the way
air,
it started spinning.
And then it lost the motor, and it couldn't recover.
Or it could have been like
tried
that
to recover.
TikTok video where it lost the was the little piece that pushes the arms up. Did you guys see that video?
I did see that. Yep. Mhm.
Where
It-
where
it
the
came
screw
loose
came
and
out.
just
Yeah, it
spun
just
like
started
crazy.
spinning out crazy.
Yeah.
Crazy.
That's what it looks like to me, though. It lost the motor, and
Yep.
then he had an arm and a motor and all that shit replaced.
You know,
So he did a
unfortunately,
bad job on soldering it.
Mm.
Max, you can't always count on that because I flew my Air 2S the other day. But before I decided to go somewhere and fly, I checked and okay, there's a firmware update. Okay, I updated the firmware. All right, let's take off from the picnic table in the backyard and make sure everything's okay. And I'm glad I did because it didn't give me any warnings. Everything seemed to be okay. So it took off. Nice. Okay. Hovered there and I went to turn left. Nothing. Went to turn right. Nothing. I tried to go forward. Nothing. It went backwards, which was weird because you would think that axis wouldn't work at all. But left and right didn't work. But you could slide back and forth and up and down work. So I was able to get it down. I got underneath it and I hand caught it. But after doing the firmware update, I had to recalibrate my controller, which was it's never done that to me before. That's the first time I've had that happen. But it didn't warn me. Everything was fine. But until I tried to
fly
fly
forwards or not?
No
forwards.
No
I thought
forwards.
maybe you had turn off sideways flying because
that's
it
what I
has a
thought.
setting where you can turn sideways flying on. You make it so it won't fly sideways.
No. It would go side to side. It just wouldn't. It wouldn't turn.
It wouldn't yaw.
It wouldn't turn.
Yaw?
Yeah, it wouldn't yaw. Right. Wouldn't yaw. It wouldn't yaw and it wouldn't go forward. It was weird. So I brought it down and I calibrated the controller and then it was fine after that. But it didn't warn me that I needed to do that. I'm just saying.
Did you update the controller? Because sometimes when you get a firmware update, you got to update the controller too.
Didn't ask for it.
Yeah.
The RCN one, it was a standard controller.
Yeah,
My Phantom went a little crazy the other day too. I started up fine, everything was good, sent it away a little bit, but in line of sight because I was by myself, and then it gave me a warning compass error, and then it started doing a little toilet bowl. But I was able to give it back because like I said, I didn't go too far with it, and but once I took over, it was fine. But once I let it hover there, it was just doing circles, it's doing toilet bowl. But it does have old firmware. But the last time I flew it, which I don't know, a couple weeks ago, it was fine.
But did it give you an error? Did it tell you the error on your app?
Yeah, on the app, it did give me an error, and that's when I looked up at it and I saw it doing some crazy stuff.
What do you
I
guys
just said
think?
no errors. It just didn't work.
Yeah, that's weird.
DJI, man, DJI.
Whatever. Your
What do you guys-
6-year-old drone with 5 million hours on it.
Yeah,
Finally
true.
fucked up for 2 minutes.
True.
Oh my
Yeah.
God.
Yeah, it's always been great. It's always been great. Yeah, I don't hate on it.
Hey, Steve.
If you've flown old school, man, you've flown 3DR or the old UV
Yeah, I got
or
a
or
3DR.
GoPro
I got a
Karma,
Solo.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the 3DR. I got like 2 of them in storage, man.
Yeah, see, I was old school like that too, but I
See,
didn't
mine
fly
still
those.
flies good. I flew it maybe like a year ago, and it still flies great.
I flew all the
Define
shit
good.
toy drones.
Get the fuck out of here.
I mean, it's not
There's a whole
nice.
position
You
where
know.
the fuck.
Nah, mine's
You look at
good.
controls going and do one of these and
Nah,
fly
not
straight, go
mine.
to the ground and see what happens. Fly just
Yeah.
puts your stick forward.
I got
fly
one
on
of the
ground and
I
figure
got
it
one
out.
of the lemons.
I'm wondering what caused Billy's.
Mine's
to
a
do
lemon,
that.
man. It don't do that.
I'm wondering
Well,
what
you're not on the stock
what
firmware.
caused that.
You ever even get the stock controller anymore?
Oh, it hasn't been
Controller like that?
updated since I got it, man.
That's what my
So
kids.
And
still
I
flying-
bought
you
it
can't be flying on
used.
3DR's app.
And it was in somebody's closet for a long time, so
My
yeah, it's
Typhoon
probably
used
You
to
stock
flying
fly-
on,
firmware.
though.
used
I
to
don't
fly
know.
like that. The Typhoon Q.
So what app are you using?
Hey, Steve.
The Solo app. It's on. I haven't, like I said, I
Solo
haven't
app.
flown it in probably about in a year. Yeah, there's a Solo app.
No, I know.
Pretty sure there
I had
is,
like
yeah.
5 solos, but there used to be a solo app.
Yeah, yep.
I'm not sure
No,
you
you-
can
you-
download it
You can.
anymore.
Well, it was on my old phone. I haven't flown in, like I said, like a year. But the last time I flew it, it was on my. I had a Samsung 8. Now I have a 21. But yeah, it was, and I just upgraded. But like, I don't know, it flew fine.
I'm looking it up just for fun.
Something wrong with my audio?
No, it's good.
Yeah,
I
audio's
hear
been
you.
funny all night for me, but
Oh, that's because Athix. It's hard to hear me because these two won't stop. They're going at it. So they can't. You're not going to hear me for shit. No, I'm just kidding. But what do you guys think's going? Lon, what do you think's going on with this? With these the range issues with this Mini 3 shit? You think it's just bad batch that with bad antennas or something, or because
It's overheating.
potentially.
I don't know.
See, here's the thing: if you want to get into it, the long and the short of it is the estimation is 50,000 to 100,000 drones went out. Okay, you got maybe 1,000 people that are having trouble with range, but they're the loudest 1,000 people ever. You know what I mean? And it's like that's usually the problem. The people that have an issue will never shut up about it. They're going on and on and on and on and on and on. And that's all you hear about. And then the 99,000 that have perfectly fine drones, you don't hear nothing from. You know, that's the
True.
bottom line.
yeah,
That's the bottom line. You know what I mean?
Well, that's if there's even 1,000. That seems like a large number.
Yeah, I'm just throwing a number out there.
Spitball.
Yeah.
I would highly
There's a
doubt
couple
it's
dozen
1,000.
people that have a problem. They're never,
Well,
it's got range
I've
issues.
noticed most, not all, but most of the ones I've seen that were complaining about the range were overseas, like in Europe.
Yeah,
So-
the EU guys. Yeah,
Right.
which
So the
Air
CE
photography says he's having a problem with his. You know, he says he's only getting 500 meters.
and he has the
what he's
FCC
saying.
version.
Right.
He does.
There aren't any versions.
I
They're
know.
exactly the same. That's a fallacy. It's just a firmware difference.
It's just it's what it is milliwatts. It's the amount of milliwatts that they're running is what it is.
Well,
Oh
it's a
yeah,
firmware.
I had to upgrade my POS. Well, I had to put a hack on it to have it do the
1200.
max power. Yeah.
It's on the firmware. The firmware controls.
What's up, Kenny?
The drone looks at where you are, and it determines how far you can fly based on where you are, based on the regulations. It uses
Yeah.
Max.
GPS.
Max Power. That sounds like a good channel name for you.
What's up, Ken?
Power.
Max Power.
Power. Max
I'll tell
Power,
you,
the
I
Team
did-
Rangers.
420.
I did the hack on my goggles
Max
too.
Power 420.
1,200
That's a
milliwatts.
new
but
channel.
I don't think you need it. 700 milliwatts is the standard on the goggles, and it's just fine. It's nice to have the 1,200 milliwatts, but if you're flying with
Everybody
somebody
hates you when you fly with
Everybody-
somebody else, right?
Yep.
True.
You got to drop
I
it.
don't know how many milliwatts I want transmitting this close to my forehead either. You know, it's funny your brain, microwave and shit.
He's like growing a third eye on his forehead.
Coming out of-
His teeth start falling out.
You know, after a while, you don't need the goggles anymore. You can just think, and the thing does it what you want.
Yeah, no shit.
Keeps line of sight for you.
No, so I don't know. There could be a problem. Obviously, it doesn't. You know, if you put out 100,000 or something, you got a 1% problem rate. Man, that's still 1,000.
Yeah,
You know what
that's
I
still
mean?
pretty good. Yeah,
That's
yeah.
still, in today's world when everybody's got clickety click, that's going to get amplified. You know what I mean?
Yep.
50 people have a problem. it's going to seem like a million. It's going to be
Right.
in every Facebook group, every forum, every YouTube channel. It'll be the same dudes too. You know, Kovacian or whatever his name is. It'll be the same.
And let's face it, the ones that are getting they get the trouble, that's the clickbait that gets everybody to look at to look at it. There's a lot of people wanting to buy them and thinking about buying them, and they see something negative, and they're going right to that channel to see what's going on. I mean, there's 100
Watch-
channels where
Watch this
first
before you
play,
buy.
look how beautiful this cinematography is. Well, of course, you expect all that, and people might look at that, they might not, but Air 2S, causes cancer in babies. Okay, so now they're gonna go to that channel and see what's going on.
Yeah, exactly. You're exactly right, man. That negative stuff sells. It's just the truth.
And then there'd be a little warning sticker on it. You'll still buy it.
But all the ones I know have the personal contacts with, Ken, Philly, Billy, no issue. Ken was downtown with me. I had more disconnections than Ken did downtown.
With your
With the
Mavic 3.
Mavic 3. Yeah, and the RC Pro. And then
Weird.
Ken did. But he wasn't flying as far as me, though, either. But I'm just
What's
saying.
a good,
flying-
Go ahead. Sorry, Milan. Go ahead.
That's okay.
No, I was gonna say, what's a good like antenna booster for the original smart controller? Because the original
Alien
smart
Tech.
controller with the Air 2S is
If-
it's good, but
If you want to switch the antennas out altogether, then yeah, Alien Tech. But if you want to put something on
Alien
there that
Tech.
just helps, just put those Yagi antennas. I don't think it's going to really make much of a difference.
I think they're sketch,
Really?
but try them because they're $20.
yeah, they're
Yeah.
cheap.
what the little snap-on ones?
Yeah, the ones that
Yeah,
slide
those
on.
Yeah,
Snap-on
they're
videos.
directional.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they look like
Okay.
old aerials.
Yeah, I had those
from
for
your
my
grandma's
Phantom, and it
house.
seemed like it
TV.
worked.
I had them for
I mean,
my
who knows?
original Mavic Air, the little parabolic ones that were like,
Mhm.
I had them
No,
for my,
they look like aerials. They like stick
Yeah.
out.
okay,
Oh,
yeah, I know what
that's the
you're talking about.
mod
Yeah, yeah.
ones. Yeah.
I had them on my Mavic Mini because the Mini was Wi-Fi, and that was good to have them on.
Yeah.
But with the new OcuSync feature, the new OcuSyncs, I don't really think you need them. That's just me though.
I didn't see
Yeah.
the difference.
Now with
The-
OcuSync.
Since the controller is OcuSync 2 and the Air 2S is OcuSync 3, I think that's the hiccup. And it's not bad, but it's just if there's extra interference, nearby, then I see some lag not lag, but some breakup after 1,000 feet.
Yeah,
Not
you
very
might.
far.
With
Oh,
the,
well,
with
yeah,
the
that's
antennas,
close.
with the
Yeah.
with the antenna range extenders on there, you might get an extra 200 to 300 feet maybe, and it's still going to do the same thing.
Yeah.
In my
The
experience.
Alien Tech on there though. No, wait a minute. You got the smart controller?
Yeah, the original smart controller.
Oh,
Oh yeah,
I hated the smart controller with the Air 2S. Hated it.
Yeah.
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 A lot of people have
It was
problems
shit.
with that.
It was garbage with the Air 2S.
Yeah.
I
It's
hate
okay,
it.
but when I'm in higher interference areas, yeah, it's like, wow, I'm 800 feet away. Like, what the fuck?
No, it shit
Yeah,
the bed
that's
in
not
Austin.
far.
That was in Austin with it. It shit the bed. It sucks. I wouldn't advise anyone get the you want the range extender for your Air 2S?
That's what.
RC
For the yeah RC Pro,
Get the
right?
RC Pro.
Yeah.
I'm being honest with you. Alien Tech setup is going to cost you $400, right, Max?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, I think so. Yep.
Yeah.
The
If I could
power
get
of
a-
Alien Tech is going to cost about $400.
Or you wait and see if that
Save your
new
nickels and
DJI
dimes and get the
RC.
RC Pro.
Wait and see if the new RC will be compatible with it, and you can buy that.
Yeah, that's true.
What?
That's
Or
true,
Oh,
man.
you mean the mini? The mini?
Then-
It's supposed to be $309. Lauren Donner's swearing on it.
I
I
don't-
was guessing $400 or $500.
Yeah, I'll sell my smart
I mean,
controller and get that one if it works.
If
There
it
you go.
comes-
Yeah, you can sell your smart
which
controller
I
still
think
for
it
$300.
will. I think it will. I think they'll make it compatible because they're working on a beta version right now for the Mavic 3. So I think the Air 2S is coming next. I don't see why it wouldn't.
I don't see why I wouldn't either.
That'd be great.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
that would be the only reason I'd buy that smart
It's all
controller.
about money. People go, "Oh, DJI wouldn't do that because that'll cut down their RC Pro sales." Son, the people buying they want to buy that $309 RC from the Mini 3 to run their
They ain't
Mavic
buying
3
that.
first.
They
People that
weren't-
buy the
they ain't buying that
$1,200
RC Pro anyway.
son.
Right.
Yeah, they were going to buy the RC Pro anyway. So,
Right.
or they'd have it already. That's the bottom line. Everybody who
Mhm.
bought the RC Pro with the Mavic 3's probably got it.
Right.
That's just the truth. They had the 12.
Lon's got one.
They bought it. You got that right.
He's got two.
I bought it day one, son. That thing is
Oh, yeah,
shit.
yep.
Yeah,
It's shit.
They definitely
It
knocked it out of
really
the
is.
park with that one, with that RC Pro.
It's awesome. But
I got
it's
some-
Hey, what's up, Ken?
I got to fly Adrian's when at the South Florida Drone Meetup, and I loved it. It was really nice. I just have to get used to the smaller screen because I usually fly with a tablet. Other than the
Well,
smaller
like you can
screen,
do like I did. You just get a monitor and a monitor mount.
yeah,
Yeah.
it's nice. It's really nice. Those new sticks, the new gimbals that they have on there. Oh hell,
All
shit.
those gimbals are
So much better.
fucking-
So much better.
Yeah. It's
And
nice.
they have those gimbals on the new DJI RC too, on the one that comes with the Mini 3 Pro. They have them. So
They do because they didn't look like it.
the way you didn't feel
Yeah,
it,
they're not the same gimbals.
they're the spring tension gimbals, the Hall effect gimbals. From what I tell,
You can adjust them.
So,
I didn't even
I'm
look
not
at that.
sure.
'Cause you can adjust the RC Pro. People don't know that. You can
I-
adjust the gimbals in RC Pro.
Oh yeah, a
told-
lot of remotes
I-
you can.
I
You want to
told
open
Chuck
it up?
Chuck had no idea. I
No,
was
you
on
just,
with,
it's a little
Mark.
flap and you stick an Allen key in there.
Oh yeah, my DJI POS, the remote for that.
It's the
You just
same as
open up
that.
the little piece. Yeah.
Yep.
With my
You can
other
adjust
RC
it.
remotes, you got to open them up and do it from inside.
Yeah, see, with this one, all I have to do is take the flaps off where the batteries are,
Yep.
and then there's a bunch of holes in there, and you can actually stick a screwdriver in there to adjust the
Okay,
tension. You don't
gotcha,
have to
yeah,
actually
yeah.
take it apart.
Yeah.
So, but, yep, I guess we'll find out. Anyways, we're going to kill it. I'm hungry.
All right.
He's been sitting over there getting cold.
I was
Got
just about
chicken
to-
nuggets?
His nuggets are in. His
Nope.
Nuggets and
are in.
fries.
He's missing
baby.
fries.
Nuggets.
After,
Nuggets.
after the whole
He's
DoorDash
missing
conversation,
7 French
fuck
fries though.
Nuggets
And one nugget is
ranch.
half eaten.
Nuggets and ranch.
Half-eaten
And his
McFlurry.
Red Bull.
Pineapple on it.
And his Red Bull.
That is
Actually,
Red
I'm
Bull.
not a Red Bull. I'm
They
not.
made 2 stops.
Yeah, got his nuggets.
All right, boys.
Red Bull.
I think I'm going to go ahead and do.
Peace.
I'll be on Sunday nights. I will be on Sunday night. On
You gonna be on
Father's Day.
this
I know it's
Sunday?
Father's Day.
You think?
Yeah, I'm going to come on. Yeah.
At 7,
I'm
you're
on well.
taking the Mel spot.
7 p.m.
Sponsored
We'll
by,
see a community
sponsored by
post.
Geritol.
Sorry everybody, I can't do it this weekend.
Well, fuck, you ain't getting an invite now.
Peace.
All right, y'all.
Sponsored
Mikey,
by
Lon, Max,
Geritol.
Bill, Maddie. We'll see y'all.
Yeah, thank you guys for
Later,
popping
boys.
in.
Good night,
We'll
everybody.
see y'all
Sponsored
See
by
you, Joe.
Depends and Geritol.
Sunday
Yeah, man.
night, bitches.
Good night, Ron. Good night, Mike.
Later.
Good night, Bill.
Later.
Good night, Lon.